Hello, my name is Sayeeda Nathu, and I'm an EAP instructor in the University College. I've also been a part of CETL and the fellowship program now for almost 2 years. Today, I'd like to introduce to you Padlet. A Padlet is often referred to as a virtual wall. It's an area or a site that your students can come to create a community inside the classroom or outside the classroom. And now I'd like to show you how to create your own wall. So to start up Padlet, you need to go to Padlet.com. It will take you to the main page, and here is where you can sign up. As you can see, it's for free. So I'll just enter with Google. Once you've signed up, you'll have your page right here, right on Padlet. As you can see, I already have a few sites myself. So to make a new Padlet, you need to click up here into Make a Padlet. Then you'll see here all the different options you can have of what your wall can look like or how it can work. A wall, a canvas, a stream, or a grid. So let's start with a wall. So here you go, a wall that has something to say at the top, has a picture. So now you can start creating your own wall the way you like. You can change the top if you don't want it to say My Epic Wall. You can always change it to something else. Then you can change the description of it. Then you can change the look of your wall. Here you have all these options. So let's choose leaves. As you scroll down, you have a lot more options coming up. You can choose the background color. You can choose the font style that you want. You can even have a logo or a picture up at the top. So let's go for the dartboard. Then you can have other attributions. You can have a new post. You can decide whether the new post comes first or last. You can have filters. You can decide on collaboration. Do you want people to be able to make comments? Would you want your students to be able to make comments? You can have reactions. You can include addresses that you may want to include for people who want to be part of this wall. Here is an important part. This is what you will have to email to your students so that they are able to access the wall. This part, as well as your Padlet.com address right here. So this whole part needs to be copied so you can later use it. Once you are finished this part, you can go into Next. It will then ask you about people and privacy. This is when you can decide how you want your students to access the wall. So if it's totally private, only you can see it. If you put a password, you can let the students see it, but they need to know a password. So we'll make this a password site. So let's just say that it would be Padlet. Then you can decide who's going to access it and as well what they can do. So in this case, it's they can just write. But then you can have here all these options. If they can just read, if you want them to write, if you want them to be able to moderate, you have all these choices. So for now, I'm going to stay with the fact that they can write. So they can write their posts, modify, delete, and invite. This at the bottom will also ask you if other people can remake it and use it, or if they can moderate it. So I'll just say sure, they can use it. And then when that's finished, again, you click on to Next. There you go. It'll tell you it's the start of your new wall. Click on Start Posting. Now when it's time to add, you can just click on the plus and tell your students as well to click on the plus sign at the bottom, and there you go. You can start adding. So if you want to write something, you can just say, welcome to Padlet. And then you can also start adding pictures, things that you have on your computer. You can even add voice messages on here. So there's a variety of things that you can do. You just need to remember that when you want your students to be on Padlet and to have access to your wall, to copy all of this as well as your password and to send it to the students, or of course to put it up on Blackboard. And thank you for watching the video. I hope you found it helpful. I'd like to nominate Shurjun for the next Top Tip Thursday. Thank you. So to start